and I get back on and fight fire once a week.
Oh, careful.
Sometimes I'll work for people and I'll end up
Just the
working on
heater.
the fire truck.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 times a
You
year,
want a
I
chair?
get back on the truck.
Is that how many fires you fought in a year?
It's cold.
Yes, it's chilly outside.
Probably 15 or 20 before I got on the
I'm Liz, by the way.
Bad ones?
Yeah.
No.
I've heard stories.
Yeah,
Nice
we
to
get a
meet
lot of
you.
arson. A lot of arson.
I
We
knew
made,
it'd be
we had
one.
one backdraft on us,
Yeah,
and then we
so
made
just
one
look for the red hair. Yeah, that's it.
that turned into a
This is
911.
my friend too.
That was a huge warehouse with a lot of chemicals in it that got.
Who's causing most of the arson, the blacks?
No, actually, they don't have insurance, so there's no reason to burn it up. Hello, nice to meet you.
Now you got a family here.
So the arson's actually caused by people trying to burn down their own factories?
Yeah, they're gonna burn up
For
their own
collecting
house, their own
insurance.
car. The other reason they'll burn it up is if they wanna hide evidence for something else.
That's the other
Either
house,
for
that's
murder
right.
or
Fire.
if they've stolen a car, they'll strip it down. They'll steal a
I'm
car and
Liz.
strip it down.
Nice to
And,
meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
That's
Here, have a seat.
This is Tara.
Nice
She's
to
my
meet you.
friend I drug over the ocean with me.
Yay.
They'll steal a car and strip it down. You
Good
sell the
thing.
parts and then they'll burn it up to hide the evidence.
Yes,
Ah,
How do the insurance companies
Okay, I'll
go?
sit back down.
I'm sorry.
Hey, nobody wants it.
How do the insurance companies go?
Everybody will stand up. We'll play
They
musical
don't.
chairs.
They'll investigate, but usually they can't prove anything, so all they do is eat it that time around, and we eat it when the insurance goes up. They turn around and they just pass it on to everybody else when they have to pay for it because the insurance will just go up.
Is there anybody in the fire department investigate these fires?
Oh yeah, we have a huge arson
Oh,
department.
yeah? She
We have a
smells
huge.
it.
They're cross-trained as firefighters and also police officers. So they work as both.
Have they got powers of arrest?
You want to win, huh?
No, arson is the easiest. Arson is the easiest crime to prove. It's actually easier than murder in some cases to prove arson. It is impossible to put somebody, not impossible.
Really hard.
It is practically impossible to put one person on the scene of that crime because arson can be such a long distance or a time delayed
You
offense.
can prove that it was falsely started, but you really can't place the person at specific times.
The way we get it is they have a lot easier time with their serial
I like to play
arsonists
cards.
Huh?
I like
because
to play cards.
Oh, yes.
people with who become pyromaniacs have a tendency to stick to one certain behavior. You know, it's like a serial
Would you
murderer.
play bridge?
They'll set a fire and they set them all one way.
Is that like canasta?
And the
Oh,
difference
like
with
So
the
you can detect the pattern.
Is it?
right, and the difference with a serial fire setter is that they like to watch it burn. So they'll stay there. And what happens is a lot of times they get caught on news cameras.
Yeah.
And what the investigator will do is they'll go through and if you get 3 or 4 fires that are very similar, they'll sit down and watch newsreels and look for familiar faces. Because if you can catch him at a lot of times they'll catch him at more than one scene,
Yeah.
he keeps showing up. And a lot of times they stand out in a crowd because they're so enraptured. It's just this joy look on their face that if
Dead giveaway.
there's chiefs that are standing back and they're paying attention, they watch the people. You actually have people who, the higher ups who are not so involved in actually fighting the fire can
Look
stand
around.
back, they look around and they watch the people who watch the fire. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll see them again. They'll see them at another fire, or they just have this, real mesmerized look by it.
Is it much of a problem?
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
There are millions and millions of dollars. There are billions of dollars lost every year that are absolutely amazing in the amount of money that is lost in homes and cars, property loss, life loss is, there's no price tag for that. Life loss.
Well, life loss wouldn't be much of a problem with arson unless they're trying to actually kill somebody.
There are firefighters killed.
Well, when they
There are
have,
innocent bystanders who don't know there are people in there who run in to save a life who are killed. There are neighbors who
homeless
think they're
people,
home.
indigents who are hiding like
Yeah.
in abandoned warehouses.
So yeah, it does, it takes a lot of innocent lives. There are firefighters who are killed on the way to a fire because they, you know, somebody
Excellent.
runs a light or whatever and gets hurt. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Where do you fight, most of the fires in the suburbs,
yes. Yeah, most of them are in the suburbs.
in derelict areas, or?
It's pretty evenly spread. I would say, yeah, as far as the lower income, you probably have more fires than you do in the higher income, simply because
Nothing.
they don't have the precautionary measures
Right.
that money can get you.
Yeah.
The homes are not as well built, they're old, they're all wood, they're solid wood homes, wood frame, and they go up
They
like,
burn like a torch.
yeah, they burn. They just go up in smoke and what's so bad is the only thing worse than those are trailers. Camper home, mobile home,
Yeah.
no suckers.
Ain't no way out.
Camper van.
No, no, and they'll burn within
Oh,
3
yeah.
minutes, they will go
It
from
will get
a
something.
fire in a corner to fully involved. It takes no time at all for a camper to go up. They had a lot of problems with them, especially back in the 70s when they were still using the copper wiring. Have we put you to sleep? Are we boring you?
You'll take it, Rolly.
He's a silent thinking type.
I was thinking about something else.
Mm. And you don't do the driving?
Yeah.
Do you?
I've even driven the fire truck a few times. I don't.
You haven't run over any little old grannies in?
Nope. I
Darling. She always haunts.
Haven't even got straight
Get it out of the road.
But I will stop in the middle of the road and scream at you a while if you cut me off. It does make me mad.
Well, you're on the way to a
This- this-
fire, huh?
Don't you see the sirens thing going? Yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah. There's a lot of disrespect for emergency
Do they-
vehicles. Really? Yeah, it's frightening. People don't ever.
People don't give way to
They
you.
don't give way.
Don't give way out of here.
I've noticed that. Even the
I'm not-
pedestrians.
They tend to give way to emergency services pretty good.
The thing is that it's the way the law is written, and I don't know what it's gonna take for them to change it, but right now, the way the law is written, they don't have to.
But
They
John,
should, but they don't have to. It's not a law that they have to pull over to the left when you come through the road.
I think it is up here, down here.
I'm sorry.
Not if you wide.
At home, yeah, they're supposed to pull over to the right at home. Damn it, I've already got it backwards.
Don't keep that far
we're
left.
all lefties over here.
Yeah, at home, they're supposed to pull over to the right, and you try and stay to the inside of the lane.
That's right.
And on multi-lane
That's why we haven't learned
roads.
to drive since we've been in the country, because as soon
On
as we go
multi-lane
out-
roads, it's easier, like if it's a 3-lane road, to stay center
I'm
lane,
talking
because it
about
gives them 2 directions to
Wendy's
go.
around here,
But they panic and they
yesterday,
slam on the brakes and they
and,
stop right in front of you.
I
And then
finished a very little bit since I
everybody
got
else
here,
stops
and
because
as I
they
left
panic and
where
nobody will
where
go
they were,
anywhere.
the little beauty shop, I
And
turned the
no,
corner, and I was
they'll
in
get in
the
front
left
of you,
lane, and I
because
was doing
everybody
just
else will
fine,
move and they can go
and I
fast.
saw my lights reflect off the bumper of a car that was
Yeah,
parked on the
it's
side of the
bad.
road, and
Mangles,
wait,
aren't
I
they, really?
swear, it
I'm
looked
sorry?
like an oncoming
Mangles, what we
car,
call
slammed on
mangles.
the brakes, and I
Yeah.
panicked,
Yeah,
wait a minute,
rude,
I know I'm on the
inconsiderate,
right side of the road.
uncaring.
You thought about running a few
I
over?
saw it, and I said, okay,
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
yeah, and there are ways to
But every
steer
time
them.
I stop at an intersection, you know, the
It's a lot of
roundabouts are
fun
okay,
that they
I
slam
couple
on the
those,
brakes
but
and you don't slam on
intersection,
yours
there's a light or
until-
something, I have to think
You
about.
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
make
going
sure that
into.
you get,
It's hard.
you leave just enough room that
A little bit of
they
tailgating.
actually gonna
Yeah,
get
but
aided
just like
in
us
the
coming
end.
over there.
Yeah.
And usually they'll move a heck of a lot quicker once
Yeah.
they get
Right
started
through the
again.
intersections and,
And all the stuff's on the wrong side.
it'll be mind-boggling, wouldn't it?
We've
Now,
had,
how long have you been doing this?
I've been a paramedic for 10 years and I've been a firefighter for 9.
All right,
So she was a paramedic at a prison.
well, we're
for a
right
long
here
time.
tonight then.
So,
Not unless she's gonna stand around and do jumping jacks for a few
Oh,
hours.
you reckon I'm gonna, I'm gonna go in there.
No,
Right?
this is a big chance, my love, to run around the block now.
We're supposed to meet somebody here in about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna make it quick.
Not only that,
Well,
I deliver, but I don't clean up the mess.
Have you delivered a few babies, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 5 or 6 running around behind.
Really?
You can always tell when she's
What,
having a
emergency?
baby.
I'm sorry?
At a fire, emergency at a fire?
I got a baby.
Usually at home. I've delivered a couple in the back of a car.
Yeah, dear.
He's going, should we go to the hospital? She's going, no, dear, we're fine, we're fine. We should have left 10 minutes ago.
You can just give him a checklist of things he can look for and.
That's not it.
Her screaming and calling you ugly names will be your first one. And the second's gonna be a lot of water.
No, you're gonna have a midwife or are you gonna go to hospital?
No.
Not going to hospital.
Well, that's if we make it in there. Depends.
Stop.
Well, it's better this is in terms of what he wrote with the young, you'll panic.
It's only 10 minutes.
I just hope he
to
doesn't fight.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
hospital.
How long were you in labor with your last 2?
26 hours with Daniel. Yeah. I had a lot of trouble with Daniel. And then Deborah was full. Just on
Oh,
full.
well then this one will be about an hour.
Yeah, hopefully.
By the time my mother had her fourth, she was at 40 minutes.
Really?
They barely made it to the hospital because it was about a 30-minute drive to the hospital.
Well, I had Braxton Hicks a couple of months before I had Daniel. With Deborah, I never had any. And I thought, oh, I had done pain like about a month before, supposed to have Deborah. And I thought, it's only Braxton Hicks. Next minute.
Surprise!
Yeah, she didn't waste any time.
She was a month early?
Oh yeah, she came on by herself. I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah, she came
Deborah
on by
does
herself.
Where were you? Where were you?
Actually, I was driving the car. Anyway, I just got home. I thought, oh, and I just felt, just as I got home, then I had to go back in and, yeah.
So you had her in the hospital?
I just made it and then.
Well, what are your plans for tomorrow? You still leaving tomorrow afternoon?
Good after lunch, I think.
Yeah, we're supposed to go down to the river for sunrise and take some pictures
What, tomorrow?
tomorrow morning and.
What from the lookout for one
Yeah.
there?
And then we're supposed to go see the big steam engine that's around somewhere. I don't know the details.
What, Big Lizzie?
No, there's another one that's on
Another steam
display.
engine there.
They're having a,
The one they restored, which one's that?
it's the one that does the,
Out of
it
the,
Oh,
does
psychic
all the,
punch.
Oh,
Psychic.
yeah, that's way out.
Psychic punch, you've got to go to 11th Street for that.
And what
I
else?
think there's a sign there, if you go straight out.
Oh, yeah, get in there, then
Is
put
there
the
something
sign
else
on
we're
there.
supposed to do? Oh, we're supposed to have lunch.
Have you taken them down to Wentworth?
where are you going tomorrow? In here, where are you going?
Oh, Mrs.
Adelaide, Hardorf.
Mrs. Pierce is waiting.
Yes.
Oh,
I had hotel rooms set aside for us to stay in, and I got the word that there was no choice. We would be staying with the Pearsons.
You'll be all right.
So I,
Another cup of tea? An apple? Some more dessert?
I've heard preliminary reports on the fuss level, so I'm expecting it to be off the scale. I think it'll be
So you'll like it their house is on the sort of the side of the hill, you know, and it's
Yeah, I've seen pictures from
a
that.
silly country, yeah. It's really, this time of year, they've had a fair bit of rain over there, I think, so it should be nice and green.
I'll go.
Mm.
you know, somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
it's beautiful up there.
You'll like Adelaide.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get a dance, but if you
As long as you don't want to park your car, you'll be right.
if you took them up to Mount Lofty,
Mm.
if you got a chance, if to go up to Mount Lofty.
Not to
a
get
nice
into
view of
Victor
Adelaide.
Harbour's a nice place to get into.
Victor Harbour?
Down south on the coast, beautiful place down there.
Mount Lofty.
That's particularly if you like fish, because you get some beautiful fish down there.
Do they have fish in America?
Not many. I think we have about 4 at last count.
4 fish.
4
Try and work that one out.
Well, they,
She's pulling your tail, that's all.
but the Yanks go in for beef more than anything, don't they? Not very
Yes.
much lamb.
Yeah,
Mostly beef?
Mostly beef.
Mm.
Beef is first, and then chicken second, and then fish will be third. And most of the fish that the Americans eat is basically canned tuna.
You think fish are before pork?
Oh, excuse me, I forgot about pork, the other white meat. That's an advertising campaign that they have in America. So,
The Yanks eat a bit of pork, do they?
yeah, lots of pork.
I think pork is probably just, I
Mainly
think pork and chicken are pretty close.
Ham and bacon, and chops.
But not a lot of lamb.
No, not a lot of lamb, that was not my problem, so. I mean, I know that some of the ethnic groups eat lamb, but it's not something that you would find on a menu in most restaurants, even
Well,
upscale
Jewish groups
restaurants.
are probably a bit of lamb, wouldn't they?
I was thinking more about like Lebanese and,
Oh, right. Oh, well, the same culture, well, similar.
yeah.
Lebanese.
But, no, not a lot of lamb, so, no kangaroo.
Well, of course, there was a lot of trouble in the 19th century, wasn't there? There was a big, how do you do with the beef production and lamb farmers?
In America, yes,
Yeah,
there
there's
was
a
a
lot
big
of
fight
There
about
was, in fact, there was a lot of bloodshed over it. There were a lot of lamb, people that did try to graze lambs got shot up
yeah,
because they were interfering on the grazers.
because the cows top feeding the lamb bottom feeding, and it takes too long to regrowth on that
And they,
land.
yeah, and sort of the beef grazers won, didn't they, really? And lamb sort of never really.
And see, beef you can rotate monthly. I mean, you can put them in a paddock and let them feed for two months on one paddock, and move them over to another paddock and let them feed there for 2 months, and they rotate around their pasture land.
Yeah.
And all they're waiting for is the grass to get high enough, and then they just transfer them over to the next one.
Hmm.
And with lamb, you just can't. You just don't have. It takes so long for the regeneration of the grass that doesn't do them any good. Up north, where there's not a lot of grass growth, they do raise them.
Cyclone?
No, yeah, well, in a way, its name's Eddie.
Oh, did you see the fence, did you?
Yeah, good.
He come, I was in there reading the
Trucks
paper, and
sticking out of the-
I looked around, I seen him
sticking out
come
of the
around the
truck.
corner in
Next
his
minute,
truck,
he
and I
went through
didn't
the
get up, and I was reading the paper. And I kept reading the paper, expecting to come in, and the next minute, crack! I didn't even bother looking, I thought, there goes my fence. Sure enough, in it comes. He's
Don't
never
have one
looking.
enough room here between here and the fence when you build it.
We had carpet sticking out of the back. He forgot it was
You
there.
know, you forget about the good drives, you've always got to cater the bad drivers all the time. And up here, that's about 90% of the
I've
population.
seen that.
They can't drive a car in this country.
A lot of them can't even cross the street on foot. I was in Melbourne for a week, I saw that. Actually, I've seen a lot of fairly good drivers. I haven't seen the insanity that you get in places where I live. People just all over the road, going the wrong way. I mean, I haven't gone the wrong way yet, thank goodness.
There must be some smashes over there.
Oh, just,
I don't understand how y'all don't have more breaks. Because the roundabout alone would be,
no, if that's all you got.
Actually,
that's a suicide thing if I ever saw one. And driving in Melbourne, if Sydney's worse than Melbourne, I'm amazed that it's, to me it's just natural selection. If you're not smart enough to stay in your hotel room, you deserve to go. It's bad. It is, it's bad. And this driving until you're right there and then stop. I don't think So, but I haven't seen an accident since I've been here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And as a matter of fact, we
I think it's
saw-
because they're all crazy and they know to be careful.
You reckon it's bad here, try Queensland.
No, I heard bad stories
Try
about
the Gold
Queensland.
Coast.
Yeah, don't go up there.
Every man for himself up there on the road, I'll tell you.
When we was coming home from Queensland last time, we come along a divided road there, one bloke flew past up, it was raining, and he went straight out of control, and right over the median strip, up the wrong side of the highway, missed everything, ended up in the front of the house in the veranda, missed all the traffic,
Just popping by for tea.
and they're lunatics.
Ben woke up that way and I can tell you it's not a fun experience.
That's scary.
We were asleep in the fire station and some drunk ran right into the front wall of the fire station.
Yeah? Wake up, did it?
Yeah, and they chased him because he ran.
Did he?
In Mexico, the law is if they can't put you at the scene of an accident, there's nobody there. They can't put you there, you don't get a ticket, you don't get in trouble. So in America, when a Mexican has an accident, he runs. Because he thinks if he's not at the accident, he wasn't there. And
So that's the law of Mexico.
yeah, he drove into the front of the fire
That's what
station.
few laws they have.
When he
But in
woke
Yankee
up-
land it's different, you can still be arrested.
If it's your car
You're
and you
gone,
can't prove that somebody else had it,
you're gone.
it's your fault.
Actually,
You're
no.
responsible.
Actually, no. No, it's not.
It's not?
No, it's not, because I've watched several drunk drivers walk away from because they were out of the car and they said, my friend was driving and he ran. And because there was nobody who could positively ID him, he got away.
Yeah, but didn't the friend get in trouble over it?
There was no friend, he lied.
No, but I mean, didn't he have to name the person who it was?
No.
Dear. What
No.
is it then before I know?
All you have to
That's a
say
bit
is,
far-fetched.
all you have to say is, I got in the car with the guy and he was driving. Or I wasn't feeling good and this guy offered, this guy offered to drive me. All I know is his name is
They gotta
Jim.
prove.
No, you-
They gotta
Right,
prove
and
it.
they gotta prove it's
I
different.
see that.
And so they don't, and they walk away every time.
Frightening that people can do that.
We had a guy who got away with murder that way. He was drunk, he had a wreck, his wife got killed in the accident. And when we got there, he was driving. By the time he got to the hospital, everybody had changed their story to she was driving, she was dead. They weren't gonna give her a ticket for drunk driving. And he got away with murder, because he would have been prosecuted at least on a manslaughter charge, because there was alcohol involved, and because he got everybody to say she was driving, he got off. They couldn't prove it.
If they got an alcohol limit in the state?
Yes.
Yeah, and they
What
just
is it?
lowered it.
What, 0.08?
They just lowered it.
South Australia, I think South Australia, New South Wales is.
It was point oh, point one.
It's over 5 here in Victoria.
Yeah, I think it's entirely too high.
No, Texas had the lowest one in the country and they just lowered it again. Because they wouldn't give us financial backing on our highways if we didn't lower that.
Who's responsible for funding for the roads? Is it the state government?
It's state and federal.
Same here. Like the federalised finances of national highways today,
They got state governments over them.
Because it's
Yeah,
not,
they take up
it's
in
state for
America.
state. It is state for state
There's
responsible.
state governments in America.
Where I-10 hits the state line between Texas and Louisiana,
yeah, Louisiana.
Louisiana is responsible for their side. And they pick it up and they're responsible for their end of it. Texas is responsible from the state line into Houston, from where it runs through Houston. And
We
that's
haven't got any government in this country, all we've got is lunatics.
I heard the same thing before I left Texas.
And America's just as crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they're
Huh?
the same.
They're all mad.
Well, you got
The
a
money they're
republic.
wasting over
you've got
there,
a,
flying rockets around the place, and it's lunatic. You got the president telling the Chinese how to run their country.
Well, I'm of the philosophy if they want that job, they're the last person that should get it.
Yeah, if you want to be president.
Isn't George Bush's son governor of Texas?
Yes, sir, and he will probably be one of the next two presidents.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's he?
No doubt.
He's
He's
much
not
more
running too bad. tight ship in Texas.
No, he's doing a very good job. He's very
He's
proud.
done great.
He's
done
much more charismatic than his father.
Oh, your George was pretty bland.
I
Strike,
would
hard.
say caustic is the more appropriate word.
Oh.
George was a businessman, you know, he was a business straight away, this is, you know, this is what I wanna do, don't
You reckon
bother.
he'll run, do you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
No
He
doubt.
may not run in the next election, but I would say within
Well, how old
the next
is he?
2 elections. He's 40. I think he's like 42.
I see he upped the death penalty a bit. He's been a lot.
They've started axing off women now.
Yeah.
They what?
They killed a woman not too long
Yeah, I
ago.
know. I read it. Yeah, I know. I followed it. Yeah, that was pretty sad.
And I have a
It
feeling they're
wasn't
gonna
sad.
continue.
Well, they had no choice.
No, but
It was sad, but they had no choice.
yeah.
If they let her off, just every two-bit murder from one end of the state to the other, say, I'm born again.
But I mean,
Well, it's
she
sad
was,
that any of
she
them would
was
have had-
still,
that
she
it
was
has
still
to
a
come down
murderer,
to
even
that.
though she was born again. But I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they had
She
to
was murdered. Well,
follow the system.
there was no
so
question about that.
There was a
That
lot
was
of,
never in doubt.
yeah, there was a lot of doubt about whether or not she was truly born again, though. So there was a lot of doubt.
Very easy to say.
Yeah, it's very easy to say.
Has it had an effect on the crime rate? The number of lynchings?
We don't have that many lynchings anymore. They're frowned on. Taking
No, they
punishment
don't.
into your own hands.
The put to death have
They
not
give them
made
a shot,
difference.
don't they?
Yeah, they give them an injection. So there's always a big joke.
Well, Texas has got the highest death penalty rate in America at the
Yeah.
moment.
And who killed most
We
people?
don't, yeah, we save money.
Oh, you save a fortune.
We don't kill enough of them.
You save millions.
Well, I know what we can do with that here in Australia, at least about 200 full-time hangmen. Bedford.
Yeah, you still
Look
have,
at
you still
the
have.
labor that you can
No.
employ. You know, gallows builders.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they hangmen.
Yeah, they lock them up for a few weeks out there and they let them go
Right,
down there what
manufacturing.
time they do.
In Texas,
And
there's
the
still
main
one
cost us
crime you can be
20,000 for
done
each prisoner in jail every
for.
week.
Horse thieving.
We go on,
What's
man.
that?
Yeah.
Horse thieving.
Gotta
It's
get
still on the
the
books
physical
today.
fellows on the left, I'm an old timer.
One
Well, of course, that
Come
was a
on,
pretty.
Birch and
You go back 100 years.
That was your
You know,
life.
You wouldn't have any time hardly at all, you know.
I agree with that. I think that would be the best thing, just to beat them senseless and leave them laying there.
See, horse thieving was pretty
Another
serious.
year's time out here, if it goes on like it's going on out here, another
Pretty
year's time.
Especially out here, I mean, that was probably
You
the
have to
only
stand by
way
the
to
door
get
with a
away
machine gun.
Well, there's a lot between
That's
places
how bad it'll
here.
get.
And they don't want to get handguns here
They're
either.
coming over here aiding and abetting crime all the time.
You got guns there?
America is,
We have, in
Is
Texas,
crime
we have the right to carry a concealed weapon. If you want to.
You need it too. You
Yes.
need it out here pretty
That
well.
has been the biggest effect on crime.
yeah, you don't know who's packing, so
You
you're
don't
not
know
gonna
who
run
has
right up
guns, so
and.
you're not gonna come and stick a knife
Take 'em
in
out.
somebody's face for their wallet.
They are learning to not live by that, don't bring a knife to a gunfight,
Yeah. So,
because we're losing people, they're.
I'll tell you, with if everybody in Australia carried a revolver, they'd probably have to be 4,000% I'd be shooting one
Yeah,
of
but
those.
it's a different, the right to bear arms in America is almost.
Well, it's the number one thing to fight
Yeah.
about.
yeah, that's what our country was founded
Let's
on.
go back to Washington.
Yeah. So,
Get-
they're not gonna give that up. So.
Well, I see you got a top man there, head of the Riflemen's Association, haven't you?
Charles Heston?
Charlie Bailey. How do you reckon he'd be a little bit of a liberal in it, wouldn't he?
No, I think that he's probably pretty conservative, but I think that he was
Oh,
probably
he's conservative.
manipulated into that position, just, you know,
He's
because the fact
bluer
that
than blue Republican, isn't he?
people will listen to what he says and do what he says just because of the roles he's
Yeah, I
portraying.
I like Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was surprised when they gave him the top job just the same.
Dad, I'll just get some.
Yeah, he might be a bit of a man for all seasons, that's about it.
Whatever way the wind is blowing. So, we're gonna have to get going because we're supposed to meet some people at 7:30.
7:30?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you're fine. Well, what time are you coming around tomorrow, fella?
We could probably swing by here on the way out of town. Since it's on the
Is he
way.
taking the bike?
I don't think so.
Right. Right.
We hadn't discussed it, I don't know if he's gonna.
I get to where I like to move, I'm not one for some stuff.
So,
Sorry.
Since we'll be leaving, it'll just.
Look,
be
I'll
sitting
tell you,
around the-
my love,
What?
go and put some rubbish in the rubbish bin and set it on fire, will you?
No.
We'll see how quick she
I'm
can
on holiday.
Yeah, there's gonna be no life saving, no fire putting out. She says, you just have to deal with it yourself.
Told Liz she better not take a chance there, eat anything she could choke on, because I'm gonna sit there and go, I'm off the clock. I only make her wait 30 seconds.
No, that's no children. So we've been telling everyone, I'm sure the supervisor will say the same, holy man is alive. Where is it?
Signing in.
5, 6. And 1, 3.
Thank you. Orange visitor.
Table for 4 for Garraway, will today, because then we're not going to put it. Because we took the table for 6 for Porker that came up. And then we have another 3 guests, and we thought we'd go with one of Garraway for 4.
So make that 7.
Well, 6 was, we've already got
Oh, and you're trying
a
to
seat, we're trying to fit another 3, yeah, on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, so. Well, 3 on here, what do you reckon? I reckon. You make your way out there. Okay, great. All right, got it. I'll take you back here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Want something to drink?
Baby, you are now eternal. And to you, this song is sung.
We're just going to change the bass here. Bertha. Bertha, the double bass just can't actually slapping on this one.
Did you hear when they called the names in the back?
No.
Like I said, we've got an album out. With being a folk festival, of course, we've got it with us. And we'd be more than happy to sell you. We cost a lobster, so come and see us. We all know what a lobster costs.
Well, that's what the next is, if they're going.
So come and see us afterwards, and we'd gladly sell you one.
Everyone's got gorgeous hair.
Which one?
This is called Jump at the Sun, and it's actually the first track of our album.
What do you like?
Well, the set version sounds slightly different.
He's holding the tambour in his left hand. The tambour's in his left hand. When he turns
I gotta get back to
Thank you very much.
Where's the lady? On camera.
I put a list this big in front of us right now. 45 minutes. You've got 2 songs to choose from. Yeah, that's all I use. At this point in time, I'd like to introduce our brand new guitar player, Damien, here. I like you, Damien. I like you too, boy. Just saying that. Small chest of time. The old man turned to face me in the winter-side hotel. His hands trembled on his cigarette as he took a drag and fell. I know there's a bomb, boy, it's me, take it out of here. You can do it, like, cause you're wasting money here. Cause you know it's a turn of rattlers and you'll burn your pockets out. You'll find yourself a wasted boy with every pocket down. Stand the test of time before you listen to me sing. Everybody dies from drinking, a very soul bell ring. It's a couple of girls from a mother man who don't know when to play. Who said the heart's too satisfied to follow their sway. They told me they've employed now for 37 years. Cause it's off for free now. He's wearing strange tears. Well, I hit across the Nullarbor, they came to many town. Work for some asshole boss, money underground. But you work all day, drink all night before they get you paid. But save the money anyhow, cause you drink it all away. So I ended up in Melbourne, and I'm drinking in the streets. The town that can be murder, to say a bloody leave. But the drunk all day, drunk all night, we come to my life. For $100 a day on food, but you bought it, it's time. Scared to testify because I listen to these things. And then life from drinking, I've heard it's all about rain. Some of the girls of the modern men who don't know when to play. Said the heart's insanity by the bottle that is made. Hey!
You'll have to understand that I enjoyed the show.
A little bass swap for this one. This one's actually about a bloke who plays for the Werribee Footy Club. I believe Werribee had a good win today. Don't tell me. Now, not many people know this, but this particular Werribee football player was actually a bushranger at one stage. Yeah, it was pretty good too that people drive cars these days and just stand out in front of them and go, stop. Number 37, Roy, please. Keep talking, please.
They sell your drinks here half price, half of what we pay at home. Yeah. Here it was $1.60 for a tumbler of
coffee or something.
Where at home it would have cost you.
I think I better watch my coffee level.
And they're about the same size.
Like a Myra.
They're a little bit smaller.
Well, that would be nice.
But not much.
Didn't get caught all these bags out to the car. I still got my cone on for the guys going to touch up my hair
She said if
before we go.
you'd ordered the Jack Daniels, it would have been $3 or $4. Hell,
You want to
it's
sit
$3
here
or
for a minute
$4
talking
make
for a
it,
minute?
so I'm not going to bother you.
Just
I didn't
finger on
order
the
us
button.
to.
As soon as I let up, it'll start recording.
It still is, but just up the road here, where you went right to go to the last night to take your films at the top of the hill there, that's the winery.
Yeah.
They bottle a lot of that
The
stuff.
headphones, you can monitor
A lot
this.
of Scotch whiskies and all that sort of
Microphones, yeah.
stuff. Jack Daniels, they were bottling Jack Daniels there. They bring it out in big containers.
And then they
you know,
bottle it into small.
and then bottle it into whatever size it's in. They were, I don't know whether they still do it. But, and then it's distributed from there all over Australia. But when you get a lot of your Mildaras and Wolf Glass wines and stuff, you've seen much of that around over there? Wolf Glass wines, Mildara, Yellow Glen, all that sort of stuff. That comes from up here.
I'm going to start looking for it because I want to get bothered. And they sell it here, huh?
Well, they sell it here, but you know, like a lot of it's bottled up here.
And then it's shipped out to
And then it's shipped out all over Australia. Well, and over the world. All over the world, it's exported. There's a local mob here that
Did you check your
take it,
bank, darling?
like they put it in containers, take it down here to the, and it's rail there.
Yeah, it seems to be fine.
Goes by rail to Melbourne or...
I've still got to go in and pay my rent.
Over to Adelaide and it's shipped out.
But I'll catch up with Wayne when I get back to Bendigo. Because I don't have his account number here.
That's cool.
And heaps of it. Sometimes I do 30 containers a day.
Is he taping?
Yeah, just...
Liz, I'm ready whatever y'all have going on. I'm finished. I'm done, ready to go.
Okay.
Did you get your certificate?
Yeah, I paid too.
Yeah.
And then Mom's gone. The books I bought yesterday, 'cause I bought a bunch of books. I figured that'd give me something to do on the game.
Again.
Oh, and by the way, your other sister showed up.
Which one?
The one who's getting the divorce now.
Margaret.
Margaret.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Margaret, Debbie, Mary Ann, Nick, and I. And we had to be thrown out last night. Two places, your mom's house and the bar.
So, Tara said she wouldn't be happy unless she got thrown out of the bar in Australia.
I kind of had the impression it would be more like a seedier pub. I didn't expect to be thrown out of any place quite so nice.
No, that's a luggage. Did you say you wanted a Milo? Okay. Bugger it.
It's
I'm gonna have one.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Milo.
Hey, Simon?
Yep.
I translated from the Australian version of
Yep.
Get the hell out of the bar, we're trying to close.
Why don't you,
Isn't she cute?
They had these big jugs they
why don't
pulled
you
out.
go out and film the clouds and the sun over the back fence?
As they're closing up and they lay them on they're sitting on the ground. Huge wooden case up.
Filming of clouds over back fence. Genuine Australian clouds, mate. Just wait for the exposure to adjust on this. That's the wind chimes. So that's what everybody always wanted, a big close-up of wind chimes. Woohoo! Okay, it's enough excitement. There it is. Northern Nervine sky. Next to what looks like a bottle brush tree. Of course, this is actually 9:30 at night for y'all. Yeah, I'm learning some of these words. Mum's garden. Ford Ute. And noisy, colourful thing. Now here's an innovation. Bird cage without the birds. Much cleaner. You need a lot less work to maintain a cage without birds. At least I find it to be the case. Come to milk, please, love.
No ice.
No ice?
No ice. I can see now if you said that really quick.
Yeah, if you say it quickly.
Yeah, no
No
ice.
ice. No ice. Especially if you have a Turkish accent.
Right, will help.
No ice.
That was
Oops. Okay. Kaplonk.
Boy, he was a character.
Yeah.
I think he was the only person that I ever cared to watch on there.
Going to film the making of Milo.
You're gonna be a nice little production agent, aren't you?
You're going to end up with tapes and tapes of doing the washing and.
Well, in some
This is going
ways
to
he
need
was
2
good
minutes.
Dennis, but in other ways he was a pain in the ass.
Well, probably not too much to be fair. Let me think.
Yeah, he does. The tighter he gets, the gainer he gets.
Grits.
But the good thing about it was that he was, I think he took tennis away from, how many people started watching it.
Substantially messy fridge.
Not just it not being just a, yeah, top of the line thing.
There's a depth of field that it has that it won't focus inside.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. Vegemite or Vegemite not?
Vegemite in its native habitat. The kitchen cabinet.
Kitchen cabinet. I'll get out of your way so you can.
A wildlife film. Oh, what is it Josh said? I'm no wildlife.
I'm no wildlife. It's going to get a big shot of all the luggage. That's only some of it.
Yeah, it's all some of
And you have to fit that into that. And she's good at it.
We're just going to carry the excess baggage that we don't pack in the car.
It's time to go. 1 minute. We're going to need this one.
Is your bike already on the trailer, Simon?
No, I've got to wheel it up onto the trailer when I get out to Dad's, so.
You get your brakes fixed?
Yeah, the brakes are all done.
You haven't had any more ignition problems with it, have you?
No, it's been starting just fine. For now.
You're filming that milk anymore.
I'm still filming. I'm going to finish making the Milo. Let's put something fancy and technical in my hands and I'll just...
I'll let you play.
I'll just play with it for a while. Whoa! Milk is hot. Just I'm happy it's hot. It's cold, I mean the shit. Whoa, hang on. Is that hot? It certainly is.
Even though I don't make my bed at home, I do want that I like this. You just fold everything and stack it. It always looks so neat. I hate pulling the bed out and getting behind it, so that's probably one of the reasons for not making it.
Oops.
I don't miss having the king size bed and having to walk all the way. I used to be a little girl. That it was fun.
And tell them, please calculate the fact that you're traveling with two women. Big shot of red hair.
Yes, big shot of the back of the red hair.
It's the native red-headed Australian bathroom monster.
Bathroom monster. Oh, don't talk like that.
In America we have a saying, if the shoe fits, wear it.
That shoe doesn't fit.
No?
You were telling them about it.
Yeah, and God, you do that so good! More to get his whole thing up. He says, this is never great. And he always said
The still.
there was nothing like it. It was the very first real rock and roll that we had ever had. And then they really got on respect for the way he danced.
As close to Milo as you'd want to get.
Yeah, oh, that was such a good movie. And it was so cool because I was old enough that it hit enough during my life.
Pseudo Milo.
It's not real Milo.
That, oh, man,
I can't believe it's not Milo.
I can't believe it is Milo.
Enough of it that even happened.
Can't believe it should be Milo. Not Milo. As soon as I get my speech impediment fixed up.
I didn't buy that. I bought a little buddy diary. When I got your sisters, they'll give me your card and Marianne gave me, now I have their email address. So I'm much better at emailing than I am writing because I don't.
Yeah, what
But
if you
now
put
I
it
have-
under?
Oh, do you have email?
Yes, I have email and I'll make sure I write it at the bottom.
Clean cloth. Oops.
No, I think it can it actually it's probably better than small. But I don't
Finish packing up the rest of my bathroom stuff too.
What?
I just got to pack up some of my bathroom stuff and throw it in my bag.
Oh, I thought you were filming me. She got to pack up all her bathroom stuff too. Here.
Yeah, on Hotmail. I have two on Hotmail. One first.
Hey, to drink Milo.
She taught me how to chat.
The earphones attached around my neck.
No, this is a leash, dear. This is a leash. When you misbehave, I just go yank.
You just pull it. I just pull this on the earphones, electric earphones.
It was my first time out on the net. Well, that one's
At
stuck.
least the last
And
bit
I
of
have
film
an
before the
email
battery
too,
died would be pretty
I
good.
had merged it.
It's like a jaw restraint.
And then I have one with my initials on it because I started having business people that I worked with. or
Isn't he
whatever,
adorable?
And I didn't want them emailing me till I had Virgin. So I found
She wasn't one of those for very long.
Yes, I was, because all I ever did was make out over the internet.
Well, excuse me, how do you think they define it?
Well, there has to be, more than that. That was something I never did. They would go, would you like to have cyber sex? No, if I'm not getting it home, I'm sure not going to get it off of this machine.
This is winter in Handorf. I think it's a very nice way to spend winter. This is the Pierce's home. And Tyson.
Make short.
Good morning.
You got a ticket?
A ticket. Smile for the camera.
North post boxes. Local.
Probably should chuck this in the car or somewhere where it's not going to get wet. Which way should we go?
I don't know, whichever.
If you've got bags over there, I can chuck this in for the moment.
Back to the laundromat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay then, let's go.
Let's go. Time to rock and roll. Just chuck this in here, hey. Come down, get straight back in the box. See how many times you can get the same letter in the one day. It's going to be really great. I wonder how people are going to react when we go walking along sticking this in their faces.
Excuse me.
So, excuse me, can you post this letter?
Excuse me, is your name John? Oh,
I'll have to get some of this on tape. These things still work?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Hang on. Do something exciting like
$1 문자입니다. 1달러를 넣으신 후 옷 랭귀지 단추를 한 번 더 눌러주십시오.
It's still going to pick it up.
Crank it up then.
Crank it up. Volume. Seems like a big amplifier.
1달러 동전이나 다른 동전으로 1달러를 넣으신 후 옷 랭귀지 단추를 한 번 더 눌러주십시오.
Yeah.
What have they got? Is it like an American one? It's like, welcome to our town.
So howdy, boy.
The time is 3 minutes past 10. 1ドル硬貨あるいは1ドル分の硬貨を入れて日本語のボタンを押してください。
Okay.
投入价值1元的硬币，按一次中文
So you want to just push all the buttons at once and just have a real noise? I think it's going to work.
It's not going to work.
The Australian one doesn't work.
It's pointless, isn't it?
So we can only get it in Chinese in Australia.
Oh, I don't know.
Have to go over to China to get the instructions in English. Oto's Bakery.
Yes, that used to be a lolly shop.
Oh.
The lady died, so Otto took over.
Lots of bells. Now we're looking for the laundromat again, aren't we?
Cafe Caslinga, that used to be our Cafe Sanso that got moved out.
In there. Big shot of the traffic.
It's a model train.
Model train. Woo. That used to be on the other side of the road, didn't it?
No, it was it?
Oh, I thought last time we were in there it was over the other side. Now hang on, if we go on past the laundromat?
Yeah, monster.
Oh, okay, good. So we are now walking in the wrong direction.
Do the bus, do the bus.
And for the bus. Okay. We shall head back?
Yeah.
There's somewhere along here, there's those two legs sticking out of the ground or something. I'm getting too much water on this camera.
Good thing about this, water doesn't stay on this jacket.
Yeah, because it's water.
100% nylon.
Ah, that's right, distance.
That way I start mixing with you other people from America.
Yeah,
and I kind of fit in, you know?
So walking along like this,
yeah.
You can fit right in as tourists.
Right, fit right in.
Hot damn.
No, but it happened now.
Excuse me. I'm going to end up in trouble for this.
Yeah, my letter's getting a bit...
Yeah, being toned. Big shot of your back. And the South Australia. He's locked it. Finally managed to lock myself out. Hang on, how did you manage to get in?
I wish I put that.
Put that. Probably just leave it there, I guess.
Yeah, somebody might come in there.
Yeah, well,
A bit uneasy about leaving them out.
I was a bit uneasy walking in and finding nobody here with this camera bag and stuff.
They're very headed up, I think.
They must have left.
Yeah. Unless they're in here.
Yeah, it might be hiding. Fire extinguisher.
Right there? Okay, cool.
Wouldn't it be interesting if you could like get one of these cameras and stick them on the inside of one of those and just spin it around and around and around? I reckon that'd look ace. It's probably smash a perfectly good camera.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Backlight. Yep.
Stop killing yourself, son.
Stop killing yourself.
If you kill yourself, you can't kill yourself again, can you?
Yeah. Funny how that works out. I'm just trying to think where the others went.
Where's the other two gone?
Back up. He's got that eyebrow. Shut up with your eyebrows. We took photos of my ears, so that's good. I wonder where they got to.
Here comes some tourists. Yeah, tourists start to crawl out of their holes.
Unless they went next door, went souvenir shopping.
That dude walking across there?
Okay.
He is the news agency owner.
That dude. This is a news agency owner.
That is the news agency owner. He's running now. He's running.
He's running. He's been caught.
He's moving away.
Forget all these others. Well, they actually. Oh no! I thought they'd noticed that we were actually filming them.
Yeah.
This is like a wildlife documentary. This is like the tourist drive. There's going to be like the big stockman with the whip behind on the horse chasing them down the street.
Probably got arrested soon.
Do you have a license for that camera? Oh yeah, there's people there all over the place. I'm going to get a big shot up of this plant now. And this magazine's probably 30 or 40 years old.
Well, pick up the whole magazine.
Pick up the whole thing.
November 1989.
Oh, 1989. I was only 9 years old. That's not bad. Oh, look at that. Yesterday's model.
Zender Fact 4.
Wouldn't it be great driving up and down Harndorf and something like that?
Oh, yes.
Sticking the camera out the window.
Ooh.
Nice, very suave. Ah, police car.
The current police spec Commodore just hasn't got it.
So go and film.
Seeing me go convertible BMW.
Smile, you are being on camera.
Wow.
I think it must be next door.
Yeah, it's funny thing, Simon. Considering I live here, I've never been in the shop.
I thought that was Adelaide, South Australia. Harndorf.
You'll have a break and sleep here. Yep.
No. Harndorf last night. So we saw a little bit of Harndorf this morning before we finished. I think we're going to stay here maybe a day when we get back. Day or two and get a look around.
Give that to Maxine.
Yeah, I will.
No, you
Actually, it's the train that's staying. Stop that.
Sorry.
That's alright, go ahead.
Wait, we got a little golf course or something coming up. There's a park.
Finally. Maybe at some point we'll speed up. And what's cool is I can like zoom right up on it. And God, does it make me sick. That incongruous motion thing. That could also probably be why my eyes are bothering me. Yeah, if I look through this with one eye and straight with the other eye, my brain has a hard time focusing on two different levels. Just a few minutes later, and we're out of the country.
Of course, for them, it's just. But you have a good time. I don't know. I've been once with them, but they got me. I just like going to drive the golf cart because I thought you drive the golf.
Beautiful blue sky.
Just everybody like that.
I love it that you find it. It's black and white.
Black and white sky.
Black and white.
You've got the camera set to Ukraine.
Just settle back, relax, and have a good trip with us.
Not latching.
Not matching?
Just be careful.
I would like to go. Just not tripping. I know they still have some like that. Because I heard they have more. They are still standing castles.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
Do you have something like hot chocolate or?
Yes, we've got hot tea and coffee. I don't think we've got anything like Milo. Have we got Milo?
Yes, Milo's just around the corner there.
Okay, yeah, we've got
Can we
Milo.
have 2 Milos, please?
Say yes to sauce.
You are $3, thanks.
Do you have packets of things like potato chips?
We've got original potato flat.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, no problem.
We've got 2 more legs. Hey, Richard, we've got 2 more weeks left or 1 more week left? You could have that thing, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah. Well, then you, at least when you speak, I'll understand you.
What is it?
Sheep.
It looks what?
It's kind of different, different, let's say, emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no, that's okay. What? 3, 4, 5. We're casting, yes. We're casting something. When you're in that thing. I know where it is.
In Port Augusta, won't the sea be on the west side? Hmm?
The sea would be on this side. You guys have seriously need CD walls.
So again, I don't know why we're coming into this next stop. Not stop. Whoa! Thank God for Steadicam technology.
That's right, I thought we were in Alice still. That's what I knew. We got Port Augusta in the morning.
Could call it a decent sized coffee mate.
You got it, Grain Elevator.
About here? No. I reckon you can get one about there. Papa, what happened? You're lonely. That corral used to be full of horses. You're lonely. Can I do it? I sold them all off to the army in Fort Huckabee. Good luck. But Papa, you spent as much time raising those horses as you did raising me. And the house, you haven't had that painted since I left. I like it that way. All grey and weathered and and just a little bit more. 2 more. Not hard, just saying. Just camel bite.
I'm leaving.
Horse?
You won't be able to see red marble.
I haven't promised to be no hero, not did I? Well, you're no hero, so don't worry about it. You got no right to think about me what you're thinking about me. Oh, why don't you just go? Bye.
Jackson, what's happening?
Any religions. We believe that the gods system that made a man crazy was the made him fall in love.
Well, that's very poetic, Jackson. But what does that have to do with us? Who's in love and with who?
I don't think you have it in you.
If I zoom in too close, it focuses on the bloody window and loses the background. This is my grandmother's choir. Pipeline?
Yeah.
Hey, pipeline.
Not quite the Alaskan pipeline.
No, but it's a good 36-inch line. Looks like maybe a 48. Can't tell. I'd like to see the metering stations for that.
Yeah, you were supposed to be trying to make him talk and you're being stupid.
Stupid?
That's interesting. Yeah, focuses alright.
Don't look through to the other side. I have to hold up a light.
Oops.
Punxsutawney Phil, the world's most famous weatherman, the groundhog, who, as legend has it, can predict the coming of an early spring. So I guess the question we have to ask ourselves today is, does Phil feel lucky?
I was wondering if you could see anything out the window with the night shot. Trick of the light. Everybody was sleeping. There's some random people. There's Tamara.